Welcome to the animal kingdom. Get ready to discover 100 mind-blowing secrets of the wild hiding in plain sight. Let the journey begin. Welcome to the realm of the elite. We begin with a legendary pack hunter whose howl commands the shadows of the forest. Wolf. You might think that legendary howl is directed at the moon, but wolves are actually just calling their pack members over distances of up to 10 miles. Cheetah. Believe it or not, a cheetah accelerates faster than a sports car, going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Leopard. Leopards are so incredibly strong that they can easily drag prey weighing twice their own body weight high up into a tree. Puma. Despite their massive and intimidating size, pumas cannot roar at all. Instead, they purr and meow exactly like a giant house cat. Snow leopard. To survive the freezing mountains, a snow leopard wraps its extra long, thick tail around its face perfectly like a built-in winter scarf. Arctic fox. You might be surprised, but an Arctic fox won't even start shivering until the temperature drops to minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Coyote. Coyotes are incredibly smart hunters, often teaming up with badgers to combine their skills and dig out prey hiding deep underground. Dingo. Did you know the Australian dingo rarely ever barks? Instead, they communicate using a haunting, eerie howl that echoes across the wild outback. Caracal. A caracal has such explosive leg power that it can literally leap up to 10 feet straight into the air to catch a flying bird. Rattlesnake. A rattlesnake strike is so unbelievably fast that it can bite its target and return to its coiled position in less than half a second. Step onto the sun-drenched plains, where a master of patterns leads a parade of the savanna's most magnificent giants. Zebra. Those famous patterns aren't just for show. When a herd runs together, their shifting stripes create a dazzling optical illusion that completely confuses hunting lions. Reindeer. You might be surprised to learn that reindeer can see ultraviolet light, which brilliantly helps them spot the glowing white fur of hungry predators hiding against the snow. Bison. Don't let their massive size fool you. Despite weighing up to 2,000 pounds, a bison can surprisingly jump over 6 feet high from a complete standstill. Buffalo. Cape buffalo have incredibly sharp memories. They are actually known to recognize and even ambush specific predators or humans who have threatened them years in the past. Yak. To survive on the freezing roofs of the world, yaks have evolved massively enlarged hearts and lungs, perfectly adapting them to breathe at extreme altitudes of 20,000 feet. Gaur. Did you know the sweat of a giant male gaur is actually thick and oily? It perfectly acts as a natural, built-in bug repellent against relentless jungle insects. Oryx. To survive the scorching desert heat, an oryx has a special network of blood vessels in its nose that acts like a biological air conditioner to cool its brain. Impala. Believe it or not, a mother impala has the biological superpower to intentionally delay giving birth for up to a month, waiting perfectly until the rainy season brings enough food. Gazelle. When a gazelle senses extreme danger, it releases a special, invisible alarm sent directly from secret glands between its hooves to silently warn the rest of the grazing herd. Deer. Have you ever noticed a deer's ears? They operate exactly like independent satellite dishes, pivoting in completely different directions to scan the forest for the faintest rustling sounds. Llama. Llamas are the ultimate mountain hikers, comfortably carrying up to 30% of their entire body weight for miles across steep, treacherous, and rocky Andean trails. Wild boar. A wild boar's snout is a masterpiece of nature. It is tough enough to act like a biological bulldozer, yet sensitive enough to sniff out delicious truffles buried deep underground. Pig. You might think of them as simple farm animals, but pigs are actually so incredibly intelligent that researchers have successfully taught them how to play simple video games. Turkey. Watch closely. A male wild turkey's completely bald head can literally change colors depending on his mood, flashing from bright red when excited to a calm, pale blue. Chicken. It sounds crazy, but there are actually more chickens on Earth than human beings, vastly outnumbering us with an unbelievable global population of over 25 billion. Collared peccary. Their digestive system is incredibly tough. They possess 3 complex stomach chambers that allow them to casually munch on highly toxic, heavily spiked desert cacti with 0 problems. Wombat. A wombat's backside is heavily armored with solid cartilage, which they cleverly use to plug their burrow entrances and literally crush the skulls of invading predators. Kangaroo. Believe it or not, a kangaroo actually uses its heavy, muscular tail as a fully functional 5th leg while moving around. Deep within the emerald canopy dwells the silent power of the forest, a majestic leader with a gaze full of ancient wisdom. Gorilla. Behind that wise gaze, did you know gorillas are so intelligent they can actually learn to communicate with humans using over 1,000 different sign language gestures? Panda. You might not believe it, but a newborn giant panda is actually smaller than a standard stick of butter and practically completely blind. Chimpanzee. Chimpanzees are so remarkably clever that they will carefully chew up leaves to create makeshift sponges for soaking up hard-to-reach drinking water. Baboon. Watch a baboon closely. They have special built-in shock-absorbing pads on their rear ends that let them sit comfortably on hard rocks all day. Bonobo. Unlike almost any other mammal species, bonobo societies are completely ruled by females, who maintain peace through incredibly tight sisterhood bonds. Emperor tamarin. Despite their majestic royal name, these tiny monkeys weigh less than an apple and communicate using ultra-high-pitched chirps that humans cannot even hear. Spectacled langur. Those white rings around their eyes aren't just for show, they actually help reduce intense jungle sun glare, exactly like built-in sunglasses. Tarsia. Did you know a tarsia has such ridiculously long ankle bones that it can literally leap up to 40 times its own body length between trees? Vervet monkey. Vervet monkeys are known to be quite mischievous, actually learning how to quickly steal sugary alcoholic drinks right out of unsuspecting tourists' hands. Long-tailed macaque. Believe it or not, long-tailed macaques actively teach their babies how to properly floss their teeth using human hair or thin coconut fibers. Meerkat. Meerkats are incredibly organized, literally assigning specific daily jobs to individuals, like a dedicated sentry who stands guard to watch for dangerous eagles. Coati. When a coati feels heavily threatened, it doesn't fight. It cleverly just drops straight out of the tall tree canopy and scurries away completely unharmed. Look up to the clouds. Here, a sharp-eyed ruler of the high altitudes marks the start of our journey through the endless sky. Eagle. Speaking of that sharp vision, did you know an eagle can spot a hidden rabbit from over 2 miles away? Parrot. Believe it or not, many parrots use their incredibly strong beaks as a fully functional third climbing foot. Penguin. You might not expect it from a bird, but emperor penguins can hold their breath underwater for 20 minutes. Macaw. Just like humans, macaws actually have a dominant side, making most of these colorful birds completely left-handed. Snowy owl. Despite looking massive and heavy, a fluffy snowy owl actually weighs less than a 4-pound bag of sugar. Falcon. Hold your breath. A hunting peregrine falcon dives from the sky at speeds of over 200 miles per hour. Osprey. Ospreys possess special polarized vision that completely cuts through sun glare on the water to spot hidden fish. Blue jay. Blue jays act as universal forest guards, screaming loudly to warn completely different animal species of incoming danger. Bird of paradise. Some birds of paradise produce bizarre, mechanical sounds that perfectly mimic revving chainsaws or camera shutters. Cockatoo. Wild palm cockatoos are the only known birds that craft custom wooden drumsticks to play musical beats. Raven. Ravens are such master mimics that they can perfectly replicate the sound of a car alarm or a flushing toilet. Swan. Don't let their elegance fool you. Swans have terrifying, jagged beak serrations used to safely tear tough underwater plants. Heron. Night herons possess amazing night vision, allowing them to easily catch frogs in pitch-black darkness. Stork. On scorching days, storks purposefully poop on their legs because the evaporating liquid cools their bodies. Puffin. You might be shocked to learn that a puffin's colorful beak glows brilliant neon under ultraviolet light. Kookaburra. Young kookaburras almost never leave home immediately, staying behind for up to 4 years to help raise siblings. Myna. Unlike most small birds that bounce and hop, mynas actually walk on the ground just like humans. Parakeet. Parakeets have special glowing cheek feathers that are only visible to other birds under pure ultraviolet light. Pigeon. Pigeons have tiny particles of magnetic iron inside their beaks, acting as a built-in biological compass. Crowned crane. Crowned cranes elegantly stamp their feet fast in the tall grass to flush out tasty hiding insects. Crowned wood nymph. To survive freezing cold nights, this tiny bird drops its racing heart rate down to almost zero. Secretary. These tall birds boast prominent eyelashes that are actually modified feathers designed to block blowing desert dust. Scarlet ibis. Their deeply curved beaks are packed with sensitive nerve endings to blindly feel for hidden mud crabs. crested serpent eagle. Despite being massive predators, they can hover completely still in midair just like a tiny hummingbird. Beneath the shimmering surface, we begin with a golden favorite that has captivated our curiosity for centuries. Goldfish. Speaking of curiosity, you can completely forget the old 3-second memory myth. Goldfish can actually remember things for up to 5 months. Koi fish. Koi fish are surprisingly affectionate and can actually be trained to eat food straight from your bare hands. Blue tang. Believe it or not, a blue tang actually possesses 2 razor-sharp, hidden venomous blades right near its tail. Jellyfish. Some jellyfish are completely immortal, naturally resetting their biological clock back to infancy when they get injured. Walrus. A walrus's legendary thick mustache is packed with hundreds of sensitive nerves used to feel clams hiding in dark mud. Harbor seal. Harbor seals have incredibly fast heartbeats, but they can dramatically drop it down to just 4 beats per minute when diving. Tuna. Did you know that massive tuna are actually warm-blooded? This allows them to thrive in completely freezing ocean waters. Arapaima. The ancient arapaima uses its heavily boned tongue as a brutal weapon to crush small fish inside its mouth. Cuttlefish. A cuttlefish has W-shaped pupils that completely change shape to balance uneven light in the deep ocean. Crab. A crab skeleton is entirely on the outside, and it must completely shed it just to grow an inch. Soft-shell turtle. You might find this bizarre, but a soft-shell turtle can actually breathe easily entirely through its own skin. Platypus. The strange platypus has absolutely no stomach. Its food goes straight from its throat directly into its intestines. Our world is full of small wonders. We start with a graceful, silent companion who shares our homes and our hearts. Cat. They might share our homes, but did you know a domestic cat actually shares 95% of its DNA with a wild tiger? Dog. You might be surprised, but a dog's sense of smell is at least 10,000 times more powerful than ours. Rabbit. Rabbits have panoramic vision, meaning they can actually see completely behind them without ever turning their heads. Squirrel. Squirrels are naturally forgetful. They accidentally plant thousands of new oak trees every year just by losing their buried acorns. Guinea pig. Believe it or not, guinea pigs are remarkably born fully covered in fur and completely ready to run. Ferret. A group of ferrets has the most hilarious name in the animal kingdom. They are officially called a business. Chipmunk. Chipmunks can incredibly stretch their flexible cheeks to be 3 times larger than their own head. Echidna. Did you know an echidna has no teeth? It uses a sticky, 6-inch tongue to slurp up thousands of ants. Porcupine. A porcupine's quills are actually heavily coated in natural antibiotics, just in case they accidentally stab themselves. Flying fox. Despite their intimidating name, flying foxes are just giant fruit bats that actually have excellent eyesight and zero sonar. To close our journey, we meet an ancient survivor who carries its home on its back, moving through time at a peaceful, steady pace. Tortoise. Speaking of carrying its home, you might be surprised that a tortoise's shell is packed with sensitive nerves, meaning they actually feel you scratching their back. Iguana. To survive in harsh environments, iguanas regularly sneeze out pure liquid salt to keep their bodies perfectly balanced. Monitor lizard. Did you know a monitor lizard uses its long, forked tongue exactly like a snake to safely taste hidden smells in the air? Desert lizard. To survive scorching sands, many desert lizards do a hilarious thermal dance, lifting 2 feet at a time to prevent burning. Toad. Believe it or not, a toad actually swallows its food by pulling its massive eyes completely down into its throat to push the meal. Spider. A spider's silk is so incredibly tough that a web woven as thick as a pencil could actually stop a flying airplane. Scorpion. If you turn on a black light in the desert at night, you will discover that scorpions naturally glow a brilliant neon blue. Tarantula. You might find this shocking, but large tarantulas often keep tiny frogs as protected pets to eat ants that threaten their eggs. Butterfly. Butterflies actually have their taste buds on their feet, meaning they literally taste a sweet flower just by standing on it. Ladybug. When a ladybug is completely terrified, it defends itself by bleeding a foul-smelling yellow liquid straight from its knees. Grasshopper. Did you know a grasshopper's ears are not on its head at all? They are surprisingly located right on its stomach. Cricket. You can use a cricket as a thermometer. Just count their chirps for 14 seconds and add 40 to get the exact temperature. Rhinoceros beetle. The mighty rhinoceros beetle can lift an unbelievable 850 times its own weight, making it a true insect bodybuilder. Ant. Believe it or not, ants have absolutely no lungs. Instead, they breathe through tiny microscopic holes scattered all over their bodies. "100 secrets revealed, but the wild never stops." Hit subscribe to join Age Animals for our next epic adventure. Keep exploring.